guys, another video here for you featuring my vintage Gucci's. These are in the micro GG pattern and in coated canvas with a tan or camel brown leather straps. So both are in white or off-white GG pattern. I've had the smaller Gucci for I think more than a year. I'm actually trying to sell that because the straps are too thin for me. It feels like it's going to snap. But I haven't really had the chance to test it. It's just that it's just too thin and delicate for me. And the other bigger Gucci is a middle-sized Gucci. It looks like a diaper bag. Actually, the design looks like a diaper bag, but it's a shoulder bag that can be worn as a crossbody. Both of these bags can be worn as a crossbody. And this one I got from Sarasota consignment shop just this weekend, and I paid around $200 for that. So I'm not really sure if it was a good buy or not, because online you could get lower deals. But it's just that this is in excellent to near perfect condition, and it's very hard to find a Gucci that is vintage that is not really damaged. The problem with vintage Gucci's is that the interior really is damaged, and I'm gonna show you the damage later on. Okay, so I'm not sure if I have featured this in the past, but this is a small bag, and it has that circular shape, and it's let me just measure it. It's probably around 9 inches in length and 2 inches in height. I'm eyeballing it, and this is a until 6.5 inches in height. Now guys, I saw this. I think I paid $50 for this from a thrift shop, but it was really scratched up when I bought it, so I paid another, I think I paid $75 or more just for them to remove the scuffs. So they did improve the scuffs and the color, and the interior of this bag is really damaged, but I did one of the tricks. It's actually on Purse Forum that you can brush it off with a suede brush or a boots brush and remove the scales. So that's what I did, but I only did it on one side, because the other side is still very it still looks okay. So let me just show you. This is the zipper pull, and this is the G. If I want to, I could just replace the straps, but if I want to sell it, then I have to keep the old straps. It's just that look how thin this is. So I think it's a fourth of an inch. And if you're gonna put something heavy here, I'm just not so sure it's gonna hold up really well. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So the problem with the vintage Gucci's is that they flake, okay? But they did advise that you can remove the flaking by exposing the what do you call it, the real skin underneath, which is like a fur soft thing. So it looks better here. Now this is what I did yesterday, and I just I scraped the things here, the scales here, and it looks okay. It looks better. But on the other side, I didn't do it. So the other side still has that leather. It's not a leather lining. I think it's a leather lining that's starting to flake, something like that. But look at that. It's not that bad. But I didn't proceed to do it here because it's still okay here. But on this side, it was really bad. So I scraped that off, but I wasn't able to remove everything completely. And I just didn't have the patience because I had no time yesterday. So it's not really a bad idea to do that, especially if it's really, really nasty. And you can have it relined. The problem with relining is that you have to pay for this size, I think $150. That's from my local, that's the quotation from my local cobbler. And because he does a lot of Gucci's, because all the Gucci's that they bring to him all have the same problem, and so he has the same exact what a redundancy, the same exact. I don't know what lining he puts in here, but it's also a soft soft fur-like lining. Now it's starting to flake. Okay, now next, let's move on to the next one. So this is the one that I bought $200 for. It was $234, but then they gave me a discount, so it was like $200. Okay, so look at this. This is in extraordinary, excellent condition, except for that scratch, which is very, very minor, but it doesn't have any major flaws at all. It's like, guys, look at this is super, super new. No tarnishing, it's still yellow. It's still super gold. And look at that. Like it has never been used. They've had this at the consignment shop since August of this year. So that's why they gave me a discount, because it's not selling. And this is the side of the bag. It has that GG thing, and it has, I mean, the bottom of the bag is like this. So it's in white coated canvas. This is very stiff. The structure of this bag is really, really stiff, but it's not stuffed right now. It's not stuffed evenly, that's why it protrudes here. Okay, so let's look at, it's 10 inches by 9 inches by I think this is by 4 inches. So this is quite a big bag. Okay, so this has 2 major compartments, and it has 2 major compartments. There's a side pocket here, and there's another pocket here. Now this one is just starting to flake. So you can see that there's just some tiny scratches, but this bag has a long way to go before it starts peeling off completely. As you can see, the top part is just scratched up, but in general, actually, I've seen a lot of Gucci's and they're all damaged inside. This is quite really, really impressive. And it has that Gucci made in Italy tag there with a series of serial numbers and the Gucci zipper pull. Okay, now I think it also has the control number here. Okay, and it also comes with a certificate from Entropy. I've heard of this, but I think this is the thing that eBay does. They have like a scanner. Is it an Entropy? Whatever they use to authenticate the bag. But of course, this was from a high-end consignment shop. This is a real bag, but it came with this bonus. And yeah, 600. Okay, and that's it's really, really nice, guys. So it has a series of writings here. I cannot read, but yeah, and it also comes with with the original Gucci, the Crest Shield logo dust bag. So there you go, guys. I think I'm going to keep this, and let's just see. It looks and feels very heavy. This is heavy. So guys, I could never win. I have a lot of preferences when it comes to bags, and I don't know, this one is already heavy on its own because of all the coated canvas and all the leather, so it might not be very comfortable on the shoulders, but we'll see. I'll give it a try. If not, I will either send it for consignment or I will sell it myself. We'll see. Okay, so let me think. Tell me what you think about this Gucci handbag, guys. I've already sold my blue Gucci handbag. I think I've sold the vintage for only $200, but I just didn't want to see it anymore because it was flaking inside so bad. So I sold that. Okay, so there you go, guys. Okay, bye.